Hey guys, Brian delivers you the goods here, returning to you for a TV show review for the first episode of House of the Dragon, Season 2, Episode 1. Review for A Son for a Son. This is the start of the next season that we've been anticipatingly waiting for since, I believe, March or so, since the trailer was announced then. So the highly anticipated Season 2 is finally here. So I'm going to discuss what I watched for tonight's episode for A Son for a Son. And let you know my thoughts on this new House of the Dragon episode overall. So let's dive into this episode review. Now basically, if you saw Season 1, you see that Luke gets killed by Vhagar, Aemon's dragon. And I know Aemon didn't technically mean for that to happen, but keep in mind this is all fictional characters. They're just actors, of course, playing a role. But honestly, the performances are so outstanding in this. But the brutality of this episode was... towards the end of the episode, it was really fucked up, I'll tell you that. Like the very last moment of the episode where they're trying to take down Aemon Targaryen, these two hitmen, these two assassins, I guess you could say, but they kill the wrong person. I don't want to spoil it if you haven't seen it, but it's fucked up. I'll tell you that. But overall, with what I watched with this episode, I was very entertained. It was a pretty strong episode. It was fucked up at the end, but I was like, holy shit. But now, with how it's gonna go down now, it's looking like war, basically, is about to happen for the Targaryens and the Hightowers. Who will be the winner of it all, basically? Who will take the Iron Throne? And who will be the one that gets defeated and dies, basically. So, pretty much, Rhaenyra is grieving for most of the episode over Luke's death, Lucerys' death, her son, and Jacaerys comes back from speaking with the Warden of the North in the Wall, the Stark guy or whatever, Nolan Stark, I believe his name is. And then, basically, the Hightowers are kind of plotting to figure out how to take down Rhaenyra and all that. So, basically, Aemon kind of started the war, but they kind of fought back and more bloodier. More fucked up in a way, kind of. Because pretty much Daemon kind of let it go to his head in this episode and wanted Aemon Targaryen to die. Technically, Rhaenyra only wanted Aemon Targaryen, but keep in mind, I'm not going to spoil the end of it. I'm just going to let you know that it was a very entertaining episode, but fucked up at the end. I was just surprised. I was like, oh no, that's so fucked up. But still, pretty good episode for the most part, and if I'd give it a score, I'd give it a strong 8.5 out of 10. It's a pretty good episode. The execution in some areas, excuse my yawning, in some areas of the episode had its hit or miss moments. But execution-wise, this episode performed pretty well for the most part. So 8.5 out of 10 for, the only critique I had was towards the end. It was like, okay, yeah, you kind of went a little too far there. It was fucked up, well, let's say that, but I wasn't expecting that. I was like, no. I'm like, no, you don't do that, basically. Like, that's taking it too far. But that's all I'm going to say. you have to see for yourself what you think of this show. It's on HBO Max now. I have HBO Max as now. And I'd highly recommend checking this show out. Even if you can't afford HBO Max, you can always go to Solar Movie to watch it. I recommend that website. You'd have to deal with some cookies and all that. It's some software stuff, but pretty much if you're tech savvy with that, you know what to do. But honestly, yeah, 8.5 out of 10 for season 2, episode 1, A Son for a Son. I will have the next episode review coming out next Sunday, so definitely be on the lookout for that, along with the reason why and other things like that. But until then, you guys have a good night. Ooh, excuse my yawning. You guys have a good night, and thanks for watching this TV show review tonight, and I'll see you in my next review.